Hey guys, welcome to Amy's Kitchen. Right now I'm on the trip in Shenzhen. That is the hotel I'm living. I bought some ingredients, electronic pot, and vegetables. So I'm going to cook very easy dishes. Today, let's cook cucumber salad. Its Chinese name is 凉拌黄瓜. Look, 2 cucumbers, chili and garlic are prepared. Cooking oil, soy sauce, oyster sauce, and vinegar will be needed. Their Chinese names are 黄瓜, 辣椒, 大蒜, 油, 生抽, 蚝油, 醋. Now let's get started. First, peel the garlic and mince it finely. Cut the chili into small pieces. Shred the cucumbers. Heat the pot and add oil. Add chili, 辣椒. Stir fry it until fragrant. Pour the oil to the garlic. Add some soy sauce, about 2 spoonfuls. Add some vinegar, about 2 spoonfuls. Add a little oyster sauce, 蚝油. Mix them well. Pour it to the cucumbers. Mix them well. It's done. Wow, it looks great. Please try it. During my trip, I met many stray cats. This orange cat.
哎呀，快！哎呦呦呦！哎呦，这小猫真小啊！喵喵。
This little and cute one. Especially this black and white cat stopped me from leaving.
哎呀！
These 2 little kittens are so cute. Here are 2 more stray cats. One of them seems a little sick. I've heard kind people bring medicine to help him recover. Seeing these streets makes me miss my cat Richie. I really want to go back to Beijing and reunite with him. But I need to stay here in Shenzhen for another 1 or 2 weeks.
过来，来这边，别去那边了，阿姨在路上。
哎，你看真的，跟张萌萌长得很像。
The reason I came to Shenzhen is not for traveling or sightseeing. My main goal is preparing for cross-border business, as I have to visit Hong Kong. I need a mainland travel permit to get into Hong Kong.
Exam Insurance Bureau to get a Hong Kong travel card.
Once submitted my documents and booked an appointment online, and I have to wait a week to receive it. This explains why I've stayed here longer than expected. Fortunately, I hold Shenzhen household registration, so I can easily get a 1-year multiple entry permit. We call household registration hukao in Chinese. Few foreigners know about this system. A person's hukou is connected to important social resources, including education, medical services, housing, and various social insurance benefits. Simply put, every Chinese citizen gets a hukou at birth, and each family has a household register booklet. My ancestral home is Shandong Province, Originally, my father was my household head. My hukou moved with me when I attended university and was transferred back to my hometown after graduation. After my father passed away, my younger brother took over as household head. He was married and had kids, so the booklet listed his entire family. My younger sister married and moved her hukou to her husband's family register. I'm still unmarried and have nowhere to move my hukou, so I share the same household register with my younger brother's family. I hoped I could take charge of my own hukou. After plenty of research and with friends' advice, it took me around a year to transfer my hukou to Shenzhen via the talent introduction policy. I don't live in Shenzhen now, but living here makes traveling to Hong Kong a lot more convenient than staying in Beijing.
Please prepare to exit before the train arrives. Thank you.
It's a collective hukou under the local police station with my independent personal page. I was thrilled at first, as I no longer needed anyone's consent to handle my affairs. Yet after turning 40, I've slowly realized all the freedom I pursued for years has quietly turned into loneliness. I can't fully explain why. While waiting for my permit, I slowly explored Shenzhen together with my nephew. Andy is curious about so many things. He's full of enthusiasm and eager to explore everything around him.
Now I'm walking to the church.
I took him to St. Anthony's Church for English Mass. It was his very first time visiting a church. I often visited churches when I traveled in the past, but this was Andy's very first time. He really loved the atmosphere and the live hymns. Everything was conducted entirely in English. He could only catch bits and pieces, yet he was drawn to this peaceful international vibe. Later we wandered through Wakiang Bay, the biggest electronics wholesale market in China. Lots of buildings on this street sell electronic goods mainly for wholesale. Many electronics I bought online get shipped right from this area. No wonder it's such an important trading hub. It's like Yiwu, but for electronics instead of small commodities. Endless business opportunities, all digital. Walking through it, I really felt how alive and full of possibility Shenzhen is. Lots of overseas wholesalers come here to buy electronics, including massage equipment and drones. I haven't settled on my future path yet. I'm here to explore, and Shenzhen is becoming more and more attractive to me. Shenzhen's intense commercial atmosphere really stands out. It's truly one possible path for my future. My nephew and I explored Shenzhen and tried plenty of local food. He made my trip much happier. It always feels nice to have family by my side.
鸡腿好吃吗？
Happiness shared is happiness doubled. During my stay, I caught up with an old friend from Beijing. He invited Andy and me out for dinner. He tried his best to pick a restaurant with discounts, since he needs to watch every penny. I once assumed he had a stable, decent job and was living comfortably in Shenzhen after 3 years here. But the truth turned out completely different. He's actually been unemployed all this time. He treated us to barbecue. The whole meal cost less than 150 yuan, roughly around $20 US. When he first moved to Shenzhen, he rented a room in an urban village for around 3,000 yuan a month. As he failed to land a job, he moved later. Now he lives in another urban village far from the city center, paying only 700 yuan monthly, all to cut expenses. He tried working as a food delivery rider and courier. Later, he attempted content creation and writing novels, yet nothing worked out. The biggest barrier is his age. He's in his 40s. Most jobs set an age limit of 30 or 35. Opportunities feel extremely slim for him. He used to work in IT, but at this age, he no longer has an edge in this competitive industry. Hearing everything he shared weighed heavily on my heart. I thought Shenzhen would offer more opportunities compared to Beijing, but age remains a cruel barrier. I'm also in my 40s, facing similar struggles. Even in Shenzhen, chances are still slim for me. The next day, he took us to visit Shenzhen Bay Park and an ancient town in Shenzhen. The city is gorgeous. The park and the old town are full of beautiful scenery. We also came across some stray cats near the park. I've realized stray cats exist in almost every city I've been to. Thankfully, many caring locals take time to look after them. Shenzhen Bay is incredibly beautiful and wonderfully tranquil. Hong Kong sits just on the opposite side of the bay. As soon as I get my travel permit, I will head over to Hong Kong for a trip.
The other side is Hong Kong, and tomorrow I'm going to visit Hong Kong.
Some people were fishing along the riverside. The sunset glow in the evening was breathtaking. I used to enjoy similar moments in Beijing, strolling alongside the river with my cat. This slow-paced lifestyle looks so appealing. Right now, I have no peace of mind to enjoy the views. I cannot settle my heart. All I can think about is future work, job prospects, and the lifestyle I'm going to build. I know this friend who will spend the rest of his life alone. No marriage, no children, no savings, with no one he needs to take care of. Yet I crave a different, more meaningful life. I hope to settle in any city, big or small. It doesn't have to be Beijing. My wish is to create a warm family of my own. Questions keep haunting me. Is it already too late? I am 42 years old now. Will I ever get the chance to step onto a traditional life path? Can I rebuild my life and have my own family? At 42, as a single Chinese woman, I am completely lost.